Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's Lair. I am your host, Larry the Chupacabra, and we're back for another delightful indie game today. Today we're taking a look at the prototype Redux, or the demo for Titan Souls, which is coming out very shortly on Steam. And if you don't know what Titan Souls is, well, I guess we'll just get in here. I played this a little bit earlier to get back in the swing of things. I killed the 3 thingy-jiggers and died 23 times, and left it open for over an hour because I had to reconnect my controller, because this isn't the most keyboard-friendly game. So we're going to start in here with a new game, yes. Alright, so, the question on everyone's lips is, what exactly in this gorgeous pixel art landscape is this insidious Titan Souls game? It sounds like those other soul things, Larry. I hear you recounting in the back of your mind because you're too sensitive to comment about that in the video. Well, it has some of those connotations, you know. You got a lot of dodge rolling. There's a lot of monsters that'll flat out murder your face, and so basically it has a lot of the feel of Dark Souls in this very lovely, pixely animated world. And it's also got a lot of those connotations of Shadow of the Colossus. There's these giant monstrosities we have to slay in this world, and we do so with but a lonely arrow. And we only have that arrow, because we're like the crappiest archer in the land, but it's okay. Our grandpa, or maybe our grandma, maybe Aunt Sally, she gave us the magic to withdraw our arrow powers, yes. Deliciously. So the only thing I really know about Titan Souls is it's made by Devolver Digital, by a gentleman who participated in the Ludum Dare Game Jam, and this game was so absolutely delicious, he got invited to go to places like E3 and stuff, and the other pals that worked on it, and it's flippin' delicious. So we want to open up this gate. But to do so, we must slay the eye hole, the hand holes, and somewhere in there's probably a brain. And that will come into play as soon as we get down these stairs. So that's the whole thing of it. We have this cool area. We gotta go into these temples, and we gotta slay ancient colossi to recover their Titan souls. The magic that lies between the realms of humanity and creation. So we enter this temple. We run around. There's, like, weird tiles that look like they're full of crushed up dead people. And there's a Pandora's box. Hello, Pandora's box. How are you? What if I shoot you in the face? Don't murder me. No murder. No murdery. Alright, that's cool. So basically, we need to kill this. This thing will one-shot us. And so we don't want that to happen. We're gonna keep out of... Well, never mind. I got a little carried away there. But basically, everything can one-shot us, and, we can one-shot them by shooting them in their juicy parts. In this case, this crazy monster, he will flop around 4 times before opening his eye hole, or her eye hole, its eye hole, and shooting a delectable laser beam out of its face, which, can turn us into scorching, ashes. Which is why I'm playing with a controller, because aiming this frickin' arrow without a controller is kind of a pain in the tuchus. Here you see, we have recovered the Titan soul from this automaton, and it's entered our chowdery bits. Yes. And that's a lot of the game right there. We go through here, we fight dangerous monsters that can all tear us limb from ever-loving limb. And there's just nothing for it. I think we'll leave the easy one for last. Oh, see, here it goes. As you defeat stuff, the pedestal where you appear if you get murdered, they get deactivated. So you can always remember where you left off. And much like Dark Souls, if you die, you just get kind of sent back to last checkpoint, which is whatever you killed last. I gotta say, they did a wonderful job with this game. They've upgraded the pixel art from the original demo that I played, and I didn't play the original prototype after I started covering Ludum Dare, because I wanted to wait. I wanted to see what delicious things those folks we're gonna fart around with. You can still play the original. In fact, I'll link it in the description for you. So now we have to go play against Mr. Handy Mandy. Yes, look at you. Sitting there, sleeping in this very, like, Miyazaki-esque kind of, like, castle in the sky kind of area here. Really love the throwbacks to a lot of different, mystic cultures with, like, the runes and everything. See, we've got, like, the boss's name here written in runes, and his weak point, if we don't get crushed first, is right there in the middle of it. See that? He's covering his heart, and so we have to get him to alternate his fisticuffs and murder him right there in the center. And we gotta roll around and avoid getting crushed to death. Careful about the timing. When I first did this, I rolled way too early. So that's kind of a tricky thing. So as he switches between mitts, he is vulnerable for a brief period. So to get him to do that, he hits you with whatever fist is the correct side at the time. And we gotta not get crushed by the fists as we are aiming our arrow. And it's a little tricky. I have a tendency not to get enough wound up tension in that bow. You gotta sit there and charge it up. And not get crushed while you're doing it. And also, you gotta aim it correctly at the same time. It's a little tricky. The good news... Ah, crap. Well, now you get to see what happens when I die. My cute little, child innards get sprayed all over the ground. You'd think people would stop sending children to do this. They are our future, but they can't be our future if you've ground them into a delicious red chowder. I don't know about you, but I usually don't like my children getting crushed into chowder. If I had children, I don't. Yeah, that's about it, really. And I'll quickly recall my arrow as he gets spicy and roars at us. Look at you. Look at you getting feisty. Alright, show me your other hand. No. Don't fist me with that hand. There it is. There we go. Yes. Kind of freezes there. And you can kind of notice that each of these titans, I guess... So, like, the last one we fought was the eye, and this titan doesn't have an eye or rest of its skull. So this is like the hands from that mural. And then we have another creature left over to murder. Which is pretty sweet. The thing that's kind of different between this and the original prototype, because this is very close to what the original prototype game was that they released on Ludum Dare, they only have 3 bosses, and I think if I remember correctly, Ludum Dare had 4 bosses. I remember playing against that one a long time ago in the original build. I don't remember these other 2, but I do think there was a slime creature that killed me. That might be what the brain replaced, don't quote me on anything. And if you're not familiar with the Ludum Dare Game Jam, that's a twice annual game jam on the internet. Just look up Ludum Dare, and you can check it out. It's pretty cool. They have a theme that all the creators vote on, and then they have to build a suave game in 48 hours to 72 if you're working with a group, in order to create a delicious game that can win fame and fortune. And if you're like this guy, if it's cool enough, if it's good enough, people will help you publish it, people will look to buy it, and other games like Orbitalis, and I forget the name of that other one, they were all ones that were previously created during Ludum Dare. Also The Sun and the Moon on Steam, so if you haven't seen that one, check that out. That was a lot of fun to play the original prototype for. So, we got this brain here, yeah? We got it, it's frozen in carbonite. There's this sinister Mayan room it's in. We've got these pressure plates that do something with fire to presumably melt this thing. And, well, we're too little to step on them, so I guess we're just going to piss it off. Oh, shit. I rolled right off the bat, not remembering that he takes a moment to roll. Oh well, whatever. It's all that's left. Come on, let's go kill you. So yeah, I mean, this is a really fun game. I've really enjoyed this. I'm a guy who really loved Dark Souls. I'm eventually going to do a Let's Play series about Bloodborne. Currently doing a series about Killing Floor 2. I totally recommend you pick up this demo right now if you haven't played it yet. maybe think about pre-ordering the game, which I'm gonna do after I'm done recording this. This game is so much fun. It's like, you can fuck it up, and you've always got time to, like, to go back over and over again and figure out how to do the thing. So, as I'm sure you've probably guessed, he's the only thing, or it, I don't think brains have genders, it is the only thing with enough weight to turn that pilot light on. Yeah? So we've got to somehow melt it with the pilot light. But how do we do that? It's not going to just sit on the flame, Larry. It doesn't stay on long enough, even if it sits on the light for a whole bunch long a time. So, you know, if I remember correctly, in games like Zelda or other type games, there was, like, this ability to... Oh, shit. To, like, shoot an arrow through a block of ice, and then, the arrow would somehow become lit on fire. So really, we were gonna shoot it through the ice, and the ice is gone, and then we can kill it. That's the thing. So we just gotta dodge it and be patient until it's lined up in just the right way. Because so many of these, like that first eyeball, the eyeball shoots you with a laser, and then you can shoot its eye. But if its eye is closed, you can't shoot it, so you just wait until it's shooting in your general direction, and then you can shoot at an angle to pierce its eyeball without getting burned alive, which I'm not a fan of. If you know, I think you know Larry. He likes it when his organs stay on the inside and his flesh is not crisped. Even though I am usually all about those crispy bits. You know? Do you feel me, G? Alright, there we go. Now I just... Oh, wait, I missed? What? What? Oh, well, it happens. What can I say? Alright, come to that... Alright, come on. Shit. No! Ah! This might take me a few tries. Come on. Do the thing, Bartholomew Buxley. I believe in you. So what kind of games coming out are all you folks interested in at home while I finish murdering this last brain-a-majig? I've obviously been really stoked for Killing Floor 2, and I was nice enough to get access from some folks, to get access to that game with the beta code. So that was pretty cool. So that's going to become available on the 21st. I didn't actually check to see when Titan Souls becomes available, but I've got to imagine pretty soon. Okay, there we go. That took a sadly long amount of time. Now I must call my arrow from Brain Boy. Alright. Fill me with your magic, Jism. Alright. So yeah, Titan Souls. It's a lot of fun. It's not really roguelike, but it's action-y. It's got a lot of dodging mechanics. It's got a lot of stabbing, hacking, slashing. It's very punishing, but you constantly can go back and try again, very much like Dark Souls, Bloodborne. It's got a lot of those pieces behind Shadow of the Colossus. You're just some random child. Probably genderless. We don't know who you are, what your backstory is. You just arrive here at this platform, and as you kill things, their souls disappear from the dais. And then you progress through the story in this lovely pixel world that is very beautiful. Nice job, gentlemen. And it's available, or gonna be available, on Steam. So I've been your host, Larry the Chupacabra. Thanks for joining me here today for some Titan Souls action, previewing the demo before the game comes out. I'm gonna pick this sucker up and check it out when it comes into full release. And I will catch you next time. Have a lovely time, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out a whole bunch, and bye-bye.